So that's going to make it 3rd and 3 now. On about the Tanks have the ball on about the 10-yard line here. And, all right, guys, we got to let's see if we get it to the big boy. Luke's not in there, so. And shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back lined up to the left to Snook Martin. And Lightning, 3-man front, ball snapped, handed off up the middle. And yeah, not sure what's handed it off up the middle, but looks like they are going to count that down on contact. So it looked like Abernathy again. He's been living there, stopping the runs. So once again, that's 4th down for the Tanks. So yeah, he had a good game last time too. That's for sure. Got to find a way to at least keep him contained.
He's one of the defensive captains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Abernathy's a monster out there. So now, thanks to him, it's going to be 4th and 3. Tanks trailing 13-0. 9:37 to go in the second quarter. Tanks come out in punt formation, and yeah, Christensen's back in the end zone lined up. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. And ball snapped. They're coming to block it.
And he took a hit.
It's hit.
But there's a flag.
And there's a flag. That's going to be roughing the punter and first down for the Tanks.
Oh, but Zach is hurt.
Oh,
he is in excruciating pain.
Oh, boy. About 2 or 3 Lightning players just busted through the line and got to him.
He went down. They instantly started singling.
Oh, boy.
They got the kick. They got the kicker all right.
Christensen's down, and some Tanks and Lightning players surrounding to try to help him. Hopefully,
Zach Christensen.
Zach Christensen. And yep, folks, this is hopefully we'll see. And Tanks are running out to
check on him. I mean, because once he went down, everybody was immediately signaling for the sideline.
Oh. So it must have been our vantage point up here. That the vantage is really so it's harder to read the numbers because we're angled pretty high where we're at, but we're at about midfield. So, but because they were running hard to try to get the ball, and looks like he's up.
Yeah, he's walking.
Whoo! Part of the reason I cringe so much here, when we played the Portsmouth Stealth, the first time when we played at Portsmouth, they had a player, Alex Trebway, who punted for him. And it was very awkward because Trebway, I think the snap went over his head. He picked it up, ran it off, and tried to punt it. And Dion McKinley went for the block and accidentally got him in the leg. And that took him, because of the awkward set of events, the way that punt went, he ended up getting knocked out of the game because of that. And hopefully if he's by chance hearing this, we certainly do wish him a speedy recovery. But I was very cringed that the same thing happened to Zach Christensen. But thankfully it didn't. You can
see him
break.
walking up and down the sideline. He does not. He doesn't look happy.
Yeah, he took quite a pop on that. All right.
He looks like he's in some discomfort. He's not in his comfort zone.
So the Tanks are going to have it now. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line, trailing 13-0. And now they're in shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the right of Snook Martin. And the referee's stopping something. Not sure. Looks like they're just doing a timeout for water.
No.
The side judge is our coach said something.
Saying that the ball needs to be farther back or something?
I think so.
Huh.
I think they're questioning the spot.
Wow.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we got Twins left and right. We got Martin in the backfield beside
All right, so it's the D line, the Lightning, they're going, and why wouldn't they? 3 men, they're stopping the run. Tanks in shotgun again, handed off to up the middle. He goes nowhere, maybe a yard. And that's A.J. Williams. I'll say this, though. Last time A.J. this happened to him, he got very frustrated, spiked the ball, got a personal foul. A.J. is holding his patience very well this time. But I'll say this, if the Tanks aren't able to force them to have to bring 8 or 9 guys up to the line, which they're not doing right now and they don't have to do, then they're not going to win this ball game. It's plain and simple as that. And they've got to find a way to move the ball some other way and then open up the run up the middle a little bit. All right, well, and it's 8:04 to go in the second. Tanks trail 13-0 with the ball second and about 8 on the 27-yard line, their own 27. And shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the right of Snook Martin. Knapp's handed off up the middle to Luke Brown, and he carries.
He dropped the ball.
The ball falls out. It's recovered by the Lightning, and they're running it back. They get back to about the 20-yard line. Dimitri Gray for the Lightning recovered it and ran it back. Luke Taylor caught him. Oh, man, this is not good, Nick. This is the second turn. This is the third turnover for the Tanks. The second turnover, the Lightning have been able to take over around the 20-yard line and only have to go 20 yards for the score.
This has gotten
is not
from
good.
bad to worse in a hurry.
Wow. All right, well, Lightning, I'm sure you know what they're going to go, Nick. Take a guess what formation. Probably the I. That's Lightning are coming out. All right, Lightning coming out. They're in I formation. A little bit of I was going to say it looked like they were going to go twins, but they're going to have a wide out on each side, tied into the right, backs in a line behind the quarterback. And Dean's in the flag down. Looks like Tanks. I'm going to bet that's going to be encroachment again.
No, it's going to be a false start.
False start. All right. Well, big Jordan Masterson's lined up in the backfield, and I don't mean that big. I mean, this guy is 6'3" and 230 pounds, a running back. So, from Scarborough, West Virginia. He also plays defensive end, it looks like. Or, correction. Actually, 6 foot and 230 pounds from Bluefield. My apologies there. I was looking up on the roster. Ball's handed off to Masterson, met at the line.
He's actually looks like he may lose a couple on that one.
Wow. All right, Nick, we're going to see what happens here. What do you think they're going to do here?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a clue.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see if they're going to keep just trying to patiently pound it up for the middle or if they're going to try to maybe sneak one, chuck it up into the end zone.
But I think it's time the defense plant their feet and just said no.
Well, yeah, we need something.
They need to do something.
Yeah, we need a defensive touchdown.
Because right now, the West Virginia Lightning are imposing their will upon the Tanks right now.
Right, we cannot move the ball at all, and that's going to wear our defense down. All right, and they're in I-form. Safeties for the Tanks creeping up. And the pass, sure enough, they're chucking it deep. Oh, no! Whew.
Oh, and Freeman.
Oh, very close. They threw a deep pass down the sideline to Valentine. Chance Freeman was in coverage. Of course, Chance is one of the best corners in the league, but when he slips and falls, there's not much you can do. And luckily, Marcel Brown's pass was a little bit short there.
I think he still would have. I think Chance probably would have got a hold of that had he not slipped.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's because
chances are he's probably still running.
Yeah, and Chance is a running back in high school, so he's very familiar with if he got his hands on that because there was nobody in distance, so he would have had a pretty good run back. But All right, well, they're going to have the ball third and about 17 with 6:18 to go. The Lightning will have the ball. It's 13-0. Lightning are leading right now, so we have done nothing tonight, plain and simple. It's going to be all right. And we got a flag down. Lightning lined up in shotgun, but we got a flag down.
Lightning going to drop back even farther.
Sarcastic cheers from the Tanks fans. And the Lightning. And now it's going to be 3rd and 22. Lightning have it about the 22-yard line of the Tanks. And let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to stick with shotgun, or are they going to come out and looks like they're going to stick with shotgun. My eyes are on that number 5, Dion Spurlock. He had a good game against us the last time we played him. And, yep, it's going to be shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the left of Marcel Brown. Ball snap. Marcel drops back over the middle. Ball's caught. And, that's close, but a little bit short of the first down. Yep, that's Marcus Valentine. He ran the slant right over the middle and caught it. And
that was an easy catch.
Yeah.
Right across the middle. He was right there.
That's going to be 4th and that looks like 4th and 2 about.
That was a picture Virginia right there.
All right, so the Lightning have it on the 4th and 2 on the 5-yard line, and the Lightning are going to call a timeout. So this is a big point for the Tanks here. It's either they're going to make another stop, or they're going to be down 20-0, or they're going to be down 19-0 or worse. So, man, Nick, we're going to have to find some way or another we can move that ball and keep this defense refreshed, because we're not gonna do very well if we don't.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, this is not Tanks football.
Yeah, the Tanks are known for
stopping guys in backfields, making big plays, and the Tanks just haven't made a big play today.
Yeah, there's no and I'll say this now. Payne was not in the backfield the last time these two teams played, but they ran shotgun almost the entire game on us, and we practically, we held them to they had like maybe 10 rushing yards, I think, something along those lines, and we just practically shut that down. And this time, although I guess you could say, the saying, no pain, no gain, so maybe that was the answer for him here, having Payne today. Of course, we had a much bigger roster the last time, too.
Yeah, we had a lot more people here.
And, all right, well, they're coming out, and they are going full house. That's going to be a power eye.
Yep, they're going to.
Tied into each side, and Tanks are going to call a timeout. Okay, 45 yards rushing last time. Appreciate J&S being on the money once again. The 45 yards rushing. And
total.
That was and they still had some good backs playing there, but I guess their strategy was more to try to, and when those fade routes were working like they were, then, why run it? So,
And right now, I'm starting to think that I think the Lightning may have doubled up on that 45, because the way they've run the ball today.
Yeah, that's just. I will try to find out. I'll try to speak to our stats crew here and get something for you. But yeah, it's not looking pretty. So.
Receiving yards they had on this last game. Oh, you're good.
And we're at 5:39 to go in the second. Tanks trailing 13-0, and the Lightning are coming out, and it's 4. They got the ball 4th and 2 on the Tanks 5-yard line, so a big 4th down here, and they're sticking to the power eye out of the timeout. That looks like Masterson as the tailback, and then they've got the
Yep, there they
fullback
go.
the back to the
And
right.
go.
Masterson gets it in the backfield and is